Well, in 2008 and 2009, there was really a strategic move by the growers and by industry to accept biotech wheat. And so they came out with a white paper in 2009, for biotech wheat. We all realized that wheat itself as a crop was not keeping up the pace of improvement as the other crops were. And that also meant that other crops were taking over some of the acres that wheat had traditionally been grown at. And so instead of, wheat in eastern or southeastern Nebraska, now more and more of it's corn and soybeans. You hardly ever see a wheat field now in that part of Nebraska. And I think that's true all up in the high plains. And so, just as these developments occurred, different companies started looking to making wheat part of their portfolio, and Bayer was also one of those. They decided in the fall of 2008 to make wheat a core crop. And so it's taken us a little bit to develop our strategy and get things off the ground, but we're building momentum month by month and really seeing some major progress in establishing our wheat breeding efforts. It's a two-phase process. The germplasm and the breeding efforts, as well as traits and technology. You can't have really one without the other. And so the germplasm is what brings people to the market, and then the traits and technology add value. And so you really need both of those components. And for that, Bayer has collaborated with a couple other trait technology companies. One is Evogene. It's a company based in Israel. Bayer also has collaborated with them with our rice program. But Evogene works on over 20 different crops. I know Monsanto's partnered with them in their corn project. And so, it's a well-established program. And that program, Evogene will provide, they're a trait technology provider. So they'll provide different traits for us then to integrate into our germplasm. We also have a collaboration with CSIRO, which is based in Australia, and they're a trait enabling company, or they're more like the USDA here in the US, is how I consider them. So that might not be exactly right, but that kind of gives you an idea of what they do or how their structure is. Anyway, with both of those groups, as well as our internal efforts, the company has a station or a group based in Ghent, Belgium, that is doing our internal research and development. So we think by bringing these three groups together will give us access to traits that might provide a yield gene, or nitrogen use efficiency, or drought tolerance, or cold tolerance that we can move into our germplasm. Tolerance, or some pre-harvest sprouting, fusarium head blight, all of those are really important factors for us. We're just not sure exactly what's going to really work as we move forward. So we have a wide range of different things we're looking at, but right now everything's kind of in the beginning stages, and so we just don't know what's really going to